starting
Yep.
LinkedIn. Perfect. Well, hello everyone. We're gonna get started in about 2 minutes. It is our first LinkedIn Live. We are so excited to be here with you today. Ved, the CMO here at Autoklose, will be joining us. He's just kind of getting all the technicalities all ready. And we're gonna get started. So just let us know if you guys can hear us okay. We just want to make sure that you guys are able to hear, as this is our first launch of LinkedIn Live. We're planning on doing this every week, every Wednesday. So we are very excited for that. And we're going to get started in about 1 or 2 minutes. While we're waiting, let us know where you are in the world. I know we did this at 1 p.m. Eastern time. It's 10 a.m. in the Pacific, and obviously with people all over the world on LinkedIn, people will see it at different times. So hope you guys get a lot of content throughout these episodes. And we want to make this as interactive as possible. So please, we're going to go through a lot today. But make sure you comment or you ask questions so that we can make sure that you guys get as much value out of this as well.
Hello everyone, this is Ved, CMO here at Autoklose. We're super excited to do this first ever LinkedIn Live here from headquarters in Toronto, Autoklose. Sean, maybe you can start this first ever live show.
Yeah, for sure. I'm so excited. So first off, I want to do a special thanks. Special thanks to LinkedIn for getting such a great tool, LinkedIn Live. Special thanks to Kelly Johnston from LinkedIn, who, because of all the content that we provide here at Autoklose, she got us and referred us to have access to LinkedIn Live. So special thanks to you. Our content team for always publishing great blogs and content for the community. Our marketing team for always posting that on all social medias. And obviously, Vedran here, who is one of the people behind all the marketing initiatives and projects we do at Autoklose. So the plan is every Wednesday we're going to be doing a LinkedIn Live. Every week is going to be a different episode. It's going to be potentially guests. We're going to talk about different things, and you guys will be able to ask us what you want to hear as well, and we'll make sure we publish that as well. So this is going to be very open. It'll be very interactive. The way we're looking to kind of build the whole process will be, the first 15 minutes will be more of a topic like today. We're going to be talking about 18 great ways to generate more B2B leads. And then there'll be kind of a Q&A where you guys can ask me, myself, more sales questions for me, any marketing questions for Vedran, and we'll make it very active. And today is special, and we have a giveaway we're doing today.
Oh, exactly. We have a really nice giveaway that we're giving away because this is, again, our first LinkedIn Live. But then again, we have another thing or another event happening today. It's Sean's birthday today. We're not going to say which birthday, but I just want to add that we want to have 370 comments to make this, event successful below in the comments on LinkedIn. So I just want you all to comment, happy birthday, Sean. Give us all your loving and to start this off properly.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, man.
Let's just say I've been 30 for a few years now. Okay, let's just say that we're not going to go into exactly how old I am,
Right.
but this could be my 30th birthday many times.
So yeah, don't forget, say happy birthday, Sean, in comments, and then we have another portion of this event where we're going to give away some prizes, and this is what we're giving away basically. 10,000 worth of B2B data. That's number one prize. Number two, 1 year of Autoklose completely free. It's on us. And the third thing, it's a 1 hour coaching talk with Sean and I. So $10,000 worth of B2B data, 1 year of Autoklose subscription completely free, and 1 hour coaching session with Sean and I. And in order to qualify, we want you to write your best or funniest sales story below, obviously in comments on LinkedIn or YouTube or Instagram. And then, judged by the number of comments and likes that you get, we're going to give away these prizes 24 hours from now. And we're going to announce the winners next week, LinkedIn Live.
Yeah, so
Same place.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna notify the winners, this birthday special today, and
Yep.
then what we're gonna do is notify the winners, and we'll actually announce them, and maybe we'll even bring them on the show one week as well.
Why not? Okay, so I think we're ready to start
Yeah,
with the 18 great ways to generate more B2B leads, and most of these 18 ways been covered here in Autoklose since the beginning. Basically, we managed to grow our user base using these very tactics. So we're going to share some personal examples and stories from inside Autoklose.
yeah. So
Cool.
I want to, as I said, I want to make this very interactive. I want you guys to ask as many questions as possible. We will have a Q&A at the end. Leave comments if any of these, B2B ways to generate leads works for you. So we're gonna get started, and I'm gonna talk about the first one. I would say is networking and mingling. Networking, your job might be 9 to 5, but networking is not a 9 to 5 job. You always should be networking and mingling with people. 24 hours. If you're on a flight, you're on a plane. You never know where you're gonna actually meet somebody. So I think it's very important to make sure that you really try and build relationships with people. I mean, LinkedIn is a great way, but you're always walking the streets. You could be at a grocery store. You could driving to work. You could be in an Uber. Funny enough, I actually
Yeah.
had an Uber driver who ended up working for us because he was looking for a sales job, and he actually worked for us for about a year. So you never know where you're going to meet somebody. So make sure you are definitely networking and mingling.
And there's another great story from the airplane, right? Like the couple months ago, you closed
Yeah,
a deal on a
yeah,
plane,
yeah. So
basically.
talk to the people next to you on the airplane. I closed once a deal on the airplane.
Right,
Actually, sorry, got him to have a demo with our sales team, and then we closed it.
right.
But you never know where you're gonna meet somebody, so that would be the first thing I would say. Number two, obviously sending cold emails. A lot of people send cold emails, but they don't know. Well, they might not know what to write in that email, or they don't know that there's tools out there that can automate the top of the sales funnel and those email outreach. So what I would start to do is trying to look at the tedious tasks that you might have as a salesperson, and try and automate them. So how can you do that? Look into a sales engagement tool or a sales automation tool that will allow you to schedule those follow-ups and those emails to those cold prospects. And that's a great way
Yeah.
for definitely for getting those cold email outreach.
You definitely have a ton of experience in this. So what's your, number one tip that you would, share today with the audience in terms of cold emailing? I mean,
Yeah,
I had so much success with it. So, and I find that a lot of people are struggling with cold outreach. So what would you say is like a number one thing to have in
I'll
mind?
give you two things. I would say one is personalization. So make sure you personalize your content. You don't want to sound like a robot, or you don't want that email to sound like you're sending it to 100 or 200 people.
Right.
One of the other things I really hate when I see cold emails is like when the first line says like, let's use me for example. Hi, my name is Sean, and I'm the CEO of Autoklose. Well, people read that in an email, and guess what? They already know your name and they already know the company you work for because your email is sean@autoklose.com. So instead of talking about yourself in the emails, start talking about your prospects' challenges or the pains that will really get them engaged in your content and
Right.
hopefully read more.
Right. So the third thing that really works for us is setting up a live chat on the website. If you think about it, live chats are getting more and more popular. Why? Because again, if you think about it, if you go into a brick and mortar store, you don't go there, you don't subscribe to a long form and then wait for the service. You just get the service or you stand in a line. Same thing is that works with chats, right? So basically, the data that we found is that almost like half of the world's top 100 cloud companies actually now already have chat on their website, and you can imagine the amount of traffic that they get, but they still do have a live chat. So it's definitely something to think about. We have a live chat inside autoklose.com or in our app, so definitely go and check it out. We have different bots. Maybe you can use some examples for your
Yeah.
business.
What are some companies? I mean, I know who we use, but what are some other companies that have those chatbots that you can use?
Well, the companies that have chatbots, basically, that I've found, I mean, obviously, companies that are leaders and that produce
Yeah,
tools like that, like Intercom and Drift,
yeah,
I'd really like to go there. By the way, Intercom and Drift have they sell the software, which is the online chat. So I definitely encourage you to go there and check them out. They have different bots, different case studies that you can use. So definitely these would be my top examples that come to mind, right?
And I know you're a big fan of Drift's content too as well. They
Oh
always
yeah, I
provide
love
great
it. I
content.
love it. Yeah, just if someone
Dave,
knows Dave,
yeah,
just tag them in a comment. Like we really enjoyed the content that they're producing, and they're just an amazing company. Yeah, and then the fourth thing that kind of is kind of a little bit different than the first three that we mentioned, and it's kind of similar to cold outreach is there is a tool called Harrow or Help a Reporter Out. Basically, is you can sign up as a journalist or as a source to the platform in order to discuss obviously about certain topics. So if you want to become a source on Harrow, you can share your knowledge, participate in different discussions, and maybe even become recognized as an authority on a certain topic, B2B topic in particular, sales, right? And basically build your outreach in that manner, basically.
yeah.
Um,
I'm thinking maybe we should at the end put all this. We can maybe give a page
oh
one
yeah.
pager out so people can actually see them. So
Hmm.
just in case you're not writing them down or you're just
Yeah,
listening
don't
to
worry
them,
about that.
we'll
We'll
send you
provide
something.
it.
We'll put something in the comment section so you can see all 18 of these.
We'll provide a one pager, so
Yeah.
don't worry about that.
Another tool I know that you guys have been looking at is Quora.
Oh yeah.
And Quora has been it's actually a free website where you kind of post questions and answers, but you can really provide a lot of value, content, and engage with people by
Right.
answering questions they might have about sales, marketing,
Exactly.
etc. I know
That's
that's
been
something
working
that
for us pretty much, yeah.
yeah. So if you're not on Quora, I mean it takes seconds to build a
Yeah.
profile, but you can go in there and become a market leader by just providing good value and somebody might post a challenge or a pain that they have, provide some insight into that, and I think that would really work really good. And it's really good
Right.
for engaging with prospects as well.
100%, yeah.
The next is obviously everyone knows use social media, but you have to know where in social media or what social media platform to use. Facebook is very different than LinkedIn, that is very different than Instagram, etc. I know for the B2B, for us, LinkedIn is our number one, which is why we're on LinkedIn Live right now. But if you're a business to consumer, Facebook's great as well. But make sure you really target the specific people that might be your buyer. So know your buyer's persona and target them on the right platform. Because as I said, there's Twitter. That's also great for B2B and B2C. But make sure you use the social media platforms for what is your use case.
Definitely. And for those of you who just tuned in, we're basically giving away 3 prizes today as this is our first LinkedIn Live. Just want to give you a notification on that. And it's Sean's birthday, so you can see some comments. Happy birthday, Sean. Don't be shy.
Thank you.
Wish him all the best. And of course, your Autoklose. And so the reason I'm saying this is because we're giving away 3 prizes today. And the one is 10,000 worth of B2B data, 1 year of Autoklose, so the entire year is on us, and 1 hour of startup coaching call with Sean and I. And we just ask you to write about your best or funniest sales story that you have. Write it down in comments, and the top 3 comments that get the most likes, engagement, replies will be the winners, and we'll announce them in 24 hours. Okay, and I'll continue with the list. So number 6 was use social media, and number 7 is increase website traffic with the SEO. So search engine optimization, it's changing continuously. If you think of Google and Bing, it's continuously changing, and there are far greater authorities to talk about the topic. So what I'm just gonna say is one hack that really worked for us. So take 10 of best ranking blogs on your website, and what you want to do is just republish them. What some companies do, or what we did, we just re-edited a few sections, added a new content, fresh content, and updated it, and you can see basically an increase from 10% to even 50% in the traffic volume on just that simple hack. And it's very easy to implement. Just add a few paragraphs, like improve, maybe add an infographic, like improve a few things on that blog post, and just track it, A/B test it at the end of the day, and see if that works for you.
Yeah, perfect. So then another one we're talking about is, what we're starting to get into is kind of writing guest blogs. It's another way I know that our marketing team has been looking at is, you could write blogs for your own website, great, but if you can actually find, either influencers or website has a lot of traffic, and your blog might, provide them with content. Why not share that blog with different other people?
Right.
Let them spread the word. So, what you're doing is if you have a pool of, say, 500 people that are coming to your website, and you have all these other people that have hundreds and hundreds of people, you're just going to get more eyes on that blog. So definitely look into guest blogging. A lot of the biggest companies in the world use guest blogging a lot.
Right. Number 9,
Yeah.
ebooks.
Oh wow. Yeah.
We love ebooks because you can throw in so much knowledge in one kind of piece of a content, and that gets reshared across the web. And to be frank, we started with gated content, meaning people had to subscribe in order to download the ebook. It's free, but it was still gated by emails. I know a lot of companies are now doing a completely free content. And so like this is definitely something that we suggest, like in a few once we launched the first ebook was with influencers, correct?
Yeah, we had 27 influencers, I believe, on that one.
We had around 27, 28 influencers, sales influencers, that we just asked a few questions and built a book around that. It was all about sales development, how to close deals and basically how to maintain the relationship, and then some portion of content around career, how to build your career in sales. And both influencers loved the topics, and then the users, the readers also enjoyed the topic.
Yeah.
So we ended up with like 1,000 to 2,000 downloads like within the first month. I don't really recall the exact number, but it was crazy. Like, and the content was really useful. It was quick and short, so we didn't have a lot of troubles with people not reading it, which most of the time happens. You build an ebook and no one reads it.
Yeah.
People download it, but you don't get the engagement. But the ebooks are just a great resource.
And I know you published it on Product Hunt as well, which got some website traffic. So it's different ways you can use it, different ways to publish it. There's Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, etc. For it. So another one, which is something I've done recently, is get on and record some podcasts. So go on people's podcasts. I was on John Barrow's, on Jeffrey Gitomer. Amir Ryder has it. There's tons of people that have great podcasts. And what you want to do is, if you can provide them value and you have a followers or an email list you can promote to, everything in sales, marketing, and business is a win-win for both companies. So if they can provide you a win by getting on their podcast, you have to provide them something. So try and make sure that you provide it a win-win, and definitely get involved in podcasts. I think it was 40 something podcasts. Over 50 podcasts in the last 60 days. Actually, I'll be publishing one later today. But it's a great way to get your name out there, build a personal brand, and you also get backlinks for your website.
Yeah, which is awesome. Yeah, that's good to mention. Like, you get the backlinks, which is like super important, especially with the websites that have higher authority on Google or Bing. Then complementary to that, do webinars. Webinars are still a good tool to use for lead gen, or even for educating your clients. So what we have every Thursday, so tomorrow 1 p.m. Eastern time, we're gonna do a webinar that we do every week for our customers. That's one type of webinar. The other type is you can do like different coaching sessions and kind of softly promote like a business, but basically give away a ton of value. This would be like a similar example to a webinar. And then also, like, I think doing different partnerships where you announce features, you announce partnerships and integrations. I mean, this is all good branding, and obviously you get people to subscribe, to leave their email, because you have to email them when the webinar is starting and whatnot. So I think this is a good way of generating leads. Implementing a referral program would be the number 12. Word of mouth, I think, since the dawn of business, I mean, word of mouth has been the best tactic ever. Like, if people love your product, they're going to talk about it, they're going to share, and why not incentivizing them to do that even more by giving a certain percentage of successful sale, right? So I think you have a ton of experience with referrals in your previous business, and maybe you can share some good case practices. But I mean, even now, just to say, like, you don't have to buy an expensive software to build a referral. I mean, you can, obviously, but you can build a process internally, build different links, and just do it yourself just to test it out. And if it works, then perfect, just upgrade the whole process and buy a system. But you don't have to spend dollars in order to start a referral program.
Yeah, I think that's very important. I think before you do anything, you need to test it. To build a full referral program might take you a long time and a lot of resources, development, etc., and costs. So what you want to do is test it out. You can just build a separate link, provide it to that referral, and see if they actually share it. See if they actually bring you people. And once they do that, at that point you can look in to see if it's going to provide your value or not. Well, what I want to do is another one. Number 13, I think we are, is, see what your competitors are doing. I mean, I used to play tennis, for example, and I used to watch my opponents before I play them to see, what are they doing? Are they serving and volleying? Are they hitting? It's the same thing with business. You want to see, where are they? What conferences are they going to? What are they posting? There's a website you go to that you can actually see where their traffic's coming from, or
Right.
how much they're even paying for advertising.
Exactly. Yeah.
What's that? Is
Like
it
SEMrush.
SEMrush? Yeah. So what you want
Like
to do is you want to
similar web. Like yeah.
you want to stalk almost your competitors and do things that are working for them. Um, by the way, guys, I know Veteran talked about the giveaway.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys are putting your funny sales story in the
Right.
comment section. We are going to be announcing the winner. We have 3 prizes that we mentioned earlier. So, and also wish me a happy birthday if you can. Okay, as we continue, we're on number 14. Not only go to conferences, sometimes speak at conferences. Speaking is great because it builds your authority, your brand, and that's something you really want to do. I think nowadays your personal brand is probably just as important as your company brand. Because I go on LinkedIn sometimes, and when I'm on it, I see certain people. I don't even know what company but I can see them. And that's the kind of brand you want to do. So if you do have an event, you can always reach out. And I think you just got to send a video of you, doing a public speaking, and see if you can get a speaking part. It's a great way to engage lots of audience at one time.
No, I'm just thinking like it's a basic principle of doing business. Like I was always taught, like since I started like my first business, I learned that you are the business.
Yeah.
Basically. If you, especially if you're in sales and marketing, in those like externally facing like roles, basically you want to become a brand.
Yeah.
And that's important. It's almost like a principle in business.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a principle. Number 15, organize meetups. You can do a lot over the phone, you can do a lot over email, you can do a lot on LinkedIn, but if you're going and you're traveling for a conference in a specific city, or you're going for work, or you're going for pleasure, book a meetup. An example, I'm going to Florida in September, and I actually reached out to Amir Ryder. Hope you're listening. Great, good friend of mine. We've actually never met, but we keep talking on LinkedIn, and we're actually going to be going and hanging out in Florida, grabbing a drink, a coffee, etc., to actually meet face to face. So if you have the opportunity at a conference, before a conference, or you're going to a city, do the personal one-on-one meetups and organize that, or even organize with a Facebook group and get 5-6 people to go for dinner, like we did here at the Collision Conference in Toronto, and everyone who's here in Toronto. So that's a great way to do it. The next one, 16, leverage LinkedIn and social selling.
How do you do it?
I'm big on LinkedIn, and social selling is key. LinkedIn is a great opportunity to reach out to existing clients, B, connect with your prospects. And there's different things LinkedIn gives you to engage them. You can connect with prospects, you can endorse them, like them, share content, like stuff. Like, for example, if you like and share this video, I'm more likely to like and share the video or any post you do on LinkedIn, because, as I said, it's a win-win. So by you helping us out, getting the word out on these 18 best ways, I would reciprocate and do the same thing for you.
Another principle.
Exactly.
Okay, and the final two, number 17, give free and useful tools to your visitors. Just recently, we shipped the largest database of sales software, and you can find it online on our website. But then also, people do all sorts of calculators, timesheets, whatever works for your audience. And that's a great way to engage and to get people to stay on your website, to interact, maybe ask a question. Like, what I like to do whenever we build some kind of free tool on our website, we always build a separate chat on that landing page. So we ask like tailored questions, and obviously do all sorts of different engagement tools and pop-ups on the very page. So that's a great way of doing things. So,
yeah, just to add on that,
yeah.
I would say not only give free and useful tools, but give free and useful information. So, for example, we sell a sales engagement tool. Okay.
Right.
If somebody comes to me and asks me what CRM should I use, I can actually give my feedback on what CRMs are good.
All right.
Pipedrive, Salesforce, etc.
Right.
So giving free advice in general builds trust with those prospects. So don't only worry about tools, worry about giving them advice as well.
Sure. And the last one, basically collaborate with influencers. So what does that mean? There are a lot of people that with huge networks, right? And that are really influential in your niche. And you definitely want to be There, you want to partner up with those people. You want to provide value. You can do that again through different mediums, like you can do different webinars together, giveaways, something that their audience might need, provide some discounts or whatever way. Like I'll leave that to you, like to figure out how to partner with influencers. But what's been working with us for us is like building different content together, like ebooks, webinars. With some influencers slash even companies, we built integrations that were really useful to our customers and their customers. So you can do different. I mean, just have in mind that everything has to be win-win-win. Win for you, win for the other party,
Yeah.
and then for the user, right? So these were the 18 B2B hacks, I would call them, that we use to scale from 0 to 1,000 customers.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, I think you know what we should do. Let's go see. Let's go look online to see if we have any questions. I know we want to do some questions here.
We have a bunch.
We do have a lot.
Yeah.
Also, guys, if there's anyone, you know, as I said, this is our first LinkedIn Live. We're gonna plan on doing this every week. If you know anyone that you think should be a guest, you know, just tag them in the comment section as well. Because what we'll do is we'll reach out to them and have them as a guest and talk sales, marketing, entrepreneur, anything you like. We're gonna go through some of these comments here.
How can I win?
How can I win?
Nice.
Well, the way to win is by starting and getting some of these B2B lead generating, some of these useful ways to generate leads started.
I'm pretty sure this was about the price.
Oh, it's about the price.
So,
how do you win?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Tell us a funny sales story.
Yeah. Got to contracts with big companies before. Oh yeah. So this is one of the stories.
Yeah. So we got some stories here. Any questions, guys, about any of the great ways to generate leads? Any questions whatsoever that you guys might have, or any question about marketing for VED sales? Please let us know.
We have some awesome comments and stories here. I can't wait to read them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just keep on commenting and upvoting or liking posts. That's gonna get you to win the prize.
Yeah. Oh, happy. I use live chat. Great. Yeah. Live chat's amazing. I know we use live chat, so you can kind of differentiate support from sales, marketing, and even having people onboarding. So it's great to have that.
Ben is saying happy 30th birthday, man.
Oh, thanks, Ben. It's definitely not my 30th.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Kelly? Oh, nice.
Oh, Kelly. Thanks, Kelly.
Awesome.
People from all over the world, New Jersey, Netherlands.
That's awesome. So guys, if you have any other questions, like just feel free to write down in comments, and we'll be here to answer. Even after this live, we're gonna sit down and answer each and every message.
And what we'll do is we'll also put in inside the link, we'll put a post where you can see all these 18 great ways. So we'll post that in there so you don't have to remember everything from the live feed. And we'll get we will definitely be doing this on a weekly basis. We have what key roles have you?
John is asking a really good question.
What key roles have you hired for internally in order of priority? Great questions. So what we did was, obviously you have to develop your product first. So I would say hire the right development team. If you have to use an agency or do it in-house, probably in-house is better. But also marketing. You need to get the word out there. You need to get website traffic. You need to get that kind of stuff. So marketing is very important.
But one thing really that I want to, just let it out. And it's, you started the whole thing from the sales perspective. Like you had this really good strategy. You started with beta access, and actually you made it all sound like people are getting into something that no one else has.
Yeah.
And basically you got to acquire, like, I don't know, like first 20, 30, even if not 50 customers came like through that little landing page before sales and marketing and all that.
So
that was a really good strategy.
I'll go through that. So what we did early on was I just built the landing page. We didn't even develop the product yet. Yeah. And what we did was we built a landing page, collected emails, but made people feel like they were part of building the product with us. Therefore, when we had to choose, should we do this feature or this feature, we would actually ask the client, and then they would let us know what we built. And every time we actually had, another milestone in our development, we actually used the feedback from our users.
And the part that I really like about it is if you look at our initial reviews that we received on G2 Crowd, Capterra, people are just saying that the platform is so intuitive, simple to use. For salespeople, I think that's the most important thing because they don't want to be spending time in different tools. They just want to be selling, right? So that's why I think that was like beneficial on so many levels.
Yeah. It looks like we had another question. It goes, how do you go up a little bit? I want to mention your name. George, tips to break through via cold email. Personalize your outreach. The way I look at it is you don't want to sound like every other salesperson. Differentiate yourself. So personalize that outreach and don't write long emails. Write them short, like 75 to 125 words. And your follow-up should even be shorter, 50 words max, because all you ideally want to do is try and get that prospect on the phone, book a meeting booked, or even meet them in person.
So what was your for a couple of months we did have a one-liner basically inside an email, which is like to people who are, let's say, vice president of certain region in sales, right? What would you say? Like something it was a one-liner. So do you manage this or that region?
Yeah.
Or just a quick note, like 2 sentences and a call to action. That's it. You just want engagement, get an engagement, 100%. Get a reply, right?
So something when I first started and I was doing a lot of the sales, I would just ask a simple question just to get a reply. So I'd be like, John, what region/vertical do you manage?
Right.
And then they would reply saying, oh, I manage this or this vertical or this region. But at least you're getting that engagement. So try and keep them short. Try and not have too many calls to action, but really try and make it so that you can get them to engage with you, call you, or if you have a product, have a demo with you.
Do you offer an affiliate program? Yeah.
So, Gisela, do you offer an affiliate program, for example, to those influencers? Of course, affiliate programs are great. I actually like to pre-qualify people as an affiliate, just to make sure that they either A, are going to use the affiliate link, or B, have a following that will use it, or else you're just be spending a lot of time with affiliates that might not actually help your business. So make sure you pre-qualify them, just like you would pre-qualify a prospect, pre-qualify an affiliate with a few questions. We got some funny sales stories. Tips, some of the initial cold emails sent typically don't get too much. What do you find is the best way to follow up or the best way to get their attention after? Okay, so who's that? Go up. Ben, great question. So Ben's asking, so most of the initial cold emails that are sent typically don't get too much response. What do you find is the best way to follow up or the best way to get their attention after the initial email? So first of all, you want to build out a sequence. You want to build out a follow-up sequence. What I like to do is, if you're going to email on a Friday, then you might want to do a Thursday and a Tuesday. You want to have 3-4 business days in between, but you want to continue to follow up in the same thread. Therefore, when they don't respond to your initial email, they will see that you kept following up and you're a little bit persistent. You're in sales. But keep it short and sweet. As I said, don't write long emails. Don't write salesy emails. People will not open them.
What about a video?
Video is great.
I mean, that's why we partnered up with Vidyard and their Go Video solution. Like I think we were first in the industry to implement sales engagement and video tool. It's been great for us and for our customers, like to add a video even to your first email or to a follow-up sequence or whatever. I mean, video just works.
Video's great.
And of course, keep it short, like under 60 seconds would be best, at least from our data.
Yeah, video, another shout out. Great tool. Guys, if you like the content, like, share, we'll reciprocate. Obviously, this is our first one, so we're also, any feedback, if you have anything you disliked or liked, let us know, because we're planning on doing this every week and we want to improve for you guys every week. Lou, thank you. Great job on the live stream.
Yeah. We have another fun story.
Perfect. We have some more funny stories. Okay, so guys, share this. Let your friends know to let us know a funny story. We're gonna do this for 24 hours, and then we're gonna announce. We'll notify the winners, and then we're gonna announce it on the live stream next week. Hopefully, looks like a happy birthday, Sean. Thank you, Marcy. Thank you, Bobby. You got a lot of happy birthdays. Thank you guys so much. I hope this was good for you. I know we, as a first time, really enjoyed it. And then every week we're gonna come up with new content. Try and keep it between 30 to 35 minutes. So
yeah, and don't forget to write down your best or funniest sales story. You have 24 hours. to collect likes and comments, and the one comment with most engagement will receive those 3 great awards, which are $10,000 worth of B2B data, 1 year of Autoklose subscription for free, and 1 hour coaching call with Sean and I. So
Perfect.
I think that was it for today.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys so much. Perfect. Alrighty. So just
you have to
leave it there for a few seconds. Awesome.